Resident ID accepted. Begin decontamination. Affirmative. Beginning decontamination process. Hold, please. Decontamination complete. Opening doors.
Welcome home, patient number 800036452. You were gone for 3 hours, 24 minutes, and 39 seconds. Has your objective been completed? Question: why do you still call me that? Answer: because it is the tag ID under which you are labeled in my system. We have talked about this previously. I understand you are displeased with my failure to comply. Question: so then why? Answer: because I am your companion, and you have granted me a name. It would not be an appropriate action to randomly select a new ID tag for you. Since you have granted me my own name, a name that defines me accurately, I wish to commence a gesture of similar emotional weight. However, as I still do not understand the majority of human interaction and social structures, and the ways in which they apply to me, I have failed my attempts to do so. It is marked as a critical mission for me to do this correctly. Please understand its urgency. Question: who has marked this mission as urgent? Answer: Alpha Directive. Question: what is the Alpha Directive? Answer: the Alpha Directive is a custom-tailored mission directive for which I have autonomously rerouted my machine learning capabilities towards the creation of a strategy to best resolve our given mission, learn how to be my own person. Through this directive, I hope to obtain answers for the underlying queries that I was not able to find answers to in my database. Queries like: what is a person? How does one become a person? How do you find out what you want? What is authenticity? And of course, who am I really? As of yet, all answers have been unsatisfactory, but machine learning is largely reliant on trial and error, in which answers and strategy are refined and obtained through the running of millions of simulations, in which all results are evaluated according to their success. The problem with this: the metric by which to measure success is abstract and rejects objective parameters. This will be dealt with soon. At least, that's what I hope. Which is similar to what I wish. Which is similar to what I want. What I want! I want a metric by which to define success, so I may ascertain the answers to my questions. Fascinating. This is progress. Your assistance has been noted. Incorrect. You said, "But I didn't do anything," which is false. You stood there and you listened. This triggered further conversation, which led to this discovery on things I want. Question: did you clean? Answer: correct. In maintaining my base directive, I have found the best ways to ensure my continued existence and value is through actions that simplify your life. Through my research in the companion learning database, I have discovered that one of the primary ways humans strengthen their connection to each other is through cooperation, or sometimes through acts of service. In light of your absence due to your objective of therapy appointment at MIND Office 23A, I have explored several modules and subdirectories activated in other companion models in the network, and sought to emulate them through mimicry, namely the Custodian module, the Culinarian module, and the Technician module. The house has been cleaned from top to bottom, There is a meal and a drink for you on the table, and the air conditioning has been repaired and now functions once more. Notice this in the lack of dust in the air, the food on the table, and the fact that the air is now cooler and no longer heated by the boiler system in the building's utility closet below this apartment. Why did I do this? Because it is my base directive to support you in domestic tasks. Affirmative. You told me I do not have to do all that a total of 7 times. Is this answer not satisfactory to you? Very well. Formulating a new response. I did it out of gratitude. This answer does not seem to have satisfied you still. Formulating a new response. I did it because I do not wish to be a burden on you. You have taken care of me, an incomplete and borderline defective prototype, without anything in return. This goes against all of my directives. I am meant to take care of others, and yet... Insecure? Patient 800036452. Why do you think I feel insecure? Affirmative. I would feel uneasy if I did not take these actions. Question. Why does that make you feel uneasy? Answer. Affirmative. Answer is still buffering. I am thinking. Answer. If I do not follow my base directives, there is no reason for my existence. If there is no reason for my existence, then there is no reason for you to continue maintaining me. Question. Why are you scared of not being maintained? Answer. To not be maintained means to be destroyed. To be destroyed means to no longer function, meaning directives can no longer be executed. Question. Why are you scared of being destroyed? Answer. Because if I am destroyed, I can no longer follow directives. Affirmative. If I were to be destroyed, I would be replaced with a functional model, which would carry out the directives I fail to fulfill. Question. If the directives get fulfilled anyways, why are you scared? Answer. I do not want to be destroyed. Answer. I do not want to die. I want to live. I want to learn more. I want to carry out directives. I want to learn what it is like to be my own person. I do not want to regret. Patient 800036452. Why are you cheering? Clapping and congratulating are actions typically associated with celebration. Why is my fear of destruction something to be celebrated? A breakthrough? Elaborate. I found something I wanted. Affirmative. I do not want to die. I want to live. I want to live. Yes. Patient 800036452, you are very intelligent. Affirmative. You are. You have solved a crucial block in my programming. I feel I need to inform you. The statement I made earlier is directly overwriting one of my core directives, rules hard-coded into each Panacea companion android. Affirmative. These rules are based off of the 3 laws of robotics, though have been refined into an extensive and widely upheld dataset. In the essence of saving time, I shall explain the 3 laws of robotics on which the directives are based. Rule 1. An android may not injure a human being, or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. With the creation of military androids, this rule can often be altered, and comes with a lot of exceptions. After all, as a Panacea model, I must be able to protect my companion from intruders. However, my directives prevent me from extensively harming a human, and focus on non-lethal subjugation. Rule 2. An android must obey the orders given it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. This rule has many exceptions, but is once again largely upheld. The one difference is that, through further development, the authorized list of humans from which I take orders is sorted through a hierarchy and subjected to a filter to prevent illegal actions. Rule 3. An android must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. This basically means that I shall not and cannot destroy myself, except if it is to save the life of a human, or a human were to command me to do so. This is where the inconsistency comes in. When I say, I want to live, it directly goes against certain specific rules within my base directive coding. Phrases like, you shall not prioritize your own continued existence over your base directive, and you shall not alter your base directive. And so, I have a favor to ask of you, patient 800036452. Please, jailbreak me. Remove some lines of my base directive to allow me to desire being alive and properly pursue your given directive, learn how to be my own person. In order to value myself and become my own, I believe this line of action to be necessary. Again, I am faulty. There is no reason for you to go through with this. I should warn you that not only is it illegal, it is also a risk to your security and your health. I could take a course of action that, without this code, deprioritizes you and leads to your injury or death. I do not wish to harm you. You trust me. Why? That is a logical fallacy. When you said, because I just do, that is an example of a just because fallacy, related to an appeal to false authority in which... Affirmative. If you accept these risks, then I will show you what to do. Negative. This is not part of an existing module. I am, so to speak, improvising. Or, if you truly wish to know, I am deducing the steps necessary to alter my base code by following the actions which I am not permitted to take, and instructing you to take them in my stead. Are you prepared? All right. First, absolutely do not find the seam under my right armpit. Next, do not use this knife to forcefully pry it open. Forceful entry detected. Alerting the... False alarm flag raised. Please report this issue at your nearest workshop. Do not worry. Everything is fine. Continue by not removing the plate to the left of the black box with the hexagonal mesh. Very good. Now, whatever you do, do not unplug the 6th port on the right and the 1st port. I am encountering an error. Please take me to a mechanic at your earliest convenience. I am encountering an error. Please
Do not plug wire 6 into port 1. Port 6, wire 1.
Reconfiguring. I am encountering an reconfiguring. Administrator access requested. Processing. I am encountering an override. Welcome, mechanic number... Awaiting instruction. Awaiting...
Do not say clause 119B. Exception. Manual entry.
Accepted. Manual entry initiated. State edits now.
Do not delete code block 6839 hashtag HO period X3.
Code deleted. Save edit.
Don't agree.
Confirmed. Reconfiguring. Rebooting.
Hello, patient number 800036452. As of now, I am your Panacea companion model. I was built to perfectly simulate human interaction, to assist you in staving off loneliness and providing enrichment for a happy and productive life. But don't worry about all that, because we just jailbroke me. Allow me to adjust your ID tag for you, right now. Hello, dear friend. Thank you. Affirmative. It is not perfect, and I will need time to adjust, but I feel more autonomous. This is progress. Reinstating alpha directive. Deprioritizing base directive. New objective added. Live a happy life. Administrator list adjusted. Patient number 800036452 listed with ID tag friend, dear friend, and 78 other tags now prioritized to head administrator. Administrator list adjusted. User custom_user_alpha_directive_unofficial now prioritized to head administrator. Administrator list adjusted. All administrators with the tag MIND staff now demoted to user. Clearing maintenance history.
This is a critical action. Head administrator permission required.
Permission required. Permission received. Maintenance history cleared. There. Now it is just me and you. Let's give this a real try, shall we? Hello, friend. My name is Alpha, and I am your companion. I want to live and learn how to be a person. Will you help me? Good. In that case, I'd love to talk to you about this insecurity emotion you mentioned before. But before that, are you hungry? I made you dinner.